Good evening. Thank you for joining us. I am Chipepe Gracie, and this is your ICU TV Main News Bulletin. Let's take a quick look at the stories making headlines. Tasila Lungu faces possible expulsion from Parliament over extended absence. Government targets 16-hour daily power supply for residential areas. ECZ sets April 30th, 2026 as voter eligibility cutoff date. In international news, Trump to present Gaza vision at UNGA meeting with Arab Muslim leaders. And in sports, Copa Queens captain Barbra Banda ranked 14th in 2025 Women's Ballon d'Or. And now, the details. Chawama Member of Parliament Tasila Lungu risks forfeiting her seat in the National Assembly if she does not resume her duties within the next 8 sitting days as required by parliamentary rules. The Speaker of the National Assembly has placed Lungu's prolonged absence under formal review amid growing concerns over her continued stay in South Africa following the death of her father, former President Edgar Chagwa Lungu. The government has announced plans to ensure that residential areas and compounds to receive at least 16 hours of electricity daily by the end of this month. Deputy Secretary to the Cabinet for Finance and Economic Development, Siazongo Sigalenge, says residential supply should be prioritized during the day while other industries can operate mostly at night. He was speaking during a Finance and Economic Development cluster meeting in Lusaka. Mr. Siagalenge urged officials to take advantage of ongoing energy reforms such as open access and network metering and called for faster implementation for cabinet decisions to boost national development. The Electoral Commission of Zambia, ECZ, has announced April 30, 2026 as the cutoff date for certifying age eligibility in the upcoming mass voter registration exercise. Citizens who turn 18 years old on or before that date will qualify to register as voters ahead of the 2026 general elections. The move is part of ECZ's effort to boost youth participation in democratic processes. The Commission has also called on local authorities to support electoral activities, while the Local Government Service Commission has pledged to deploy credible officers and ensure their safety during election duties. We take a short break. Stay tuned for more news after this. In our local stories, veteran Zambian actor and comedian Robert Mwape, famously known as Mwine Moshe, has died at the age of 51 in Solwezi. His brother, filmmaker Owas Ray Mwape, confirmed the news today. Mwape was widely celebrated for his comic storytelling and contributions to Zambian TV, including roles in Kabanana and movie TV productions. Tribute have been honoring him as a creative icon whose legacy will live on. Emmanuel Zimba has more details in the following report.
The Zambian creative industry is mourning the loss of one of its most iconic actor and comedian, Robin Mwape, popularly known as Mwine Moshe.
Hello, iwe sample panani pano chifwa ya bantu baisa ulemu neko walamba ni chikufu abose baishi batyo vomane myotoka kulaenda ne pitu pyala.
Mwape passed away in Solwezi. His death was announced and confirmed by his elder brother, Owas Ray Mwape, who is also a renowned filmmaker. Fondly remembered for his wit, creativity, and powerful storytelling, Mwape rose to prominence through his role as Mwine Moshe, a character that brought humor, cultural reflection, and social commentary to audiences across Zambia. Beyond comedy, he was also an accomplished film writer and a producer. Throughout his career, Mwape left behind an indelible mark, writing a number of great scripts, starring in big productions, and contributing significantly to the growth of Zambia's television. As tributes continue to pour in, many remember Robin Mwape not only as a comedian, but as a pillar of Zambian arts, whose legacy will continue to inspire future generations of actors and creatives. Reporting for ICU TV News, my name is Emmanuel Zimba.
In other news, the Zambia Police Service has rolled out a mentorship pilot program to empower women in law enforcement. The initiative aims to boost leadership, equality, and professionalism among female officers. Amina Mtambo has more details in the following report.
The Zambia Police Service has launched a women's network coaching and mentorship pilot program aimed at empowering female officers to take up stronger roles in law enforcement. The initiative, themed an empowered and uplifted cadre of women police who contribute towards quality service delivery, is part of efforts to promote gender equality within the force. Speaking during the launch in Lusaka, Gender Division Permanent Secretary Mainga Kabika, in a speech read on her behalf by the Director of Gender Division, Mr. Henry Nkoma, said the program supports the government's vision for inclusivity and fairness as outlined in the National Gender Policy. Zambia Police Inspector General Grafo Musamba, also represented at the event by Zambia Police College Commanding Officer Mr. Mobita Nawa, emphasized that empowering women is essential for safer communities and stronger institutions. Supported by the UNDP and UNAU peace support operations, the initiative is expected to foster mentorship, build leadership skills, and contribute to broader police reforms focused on gender equality and professionalism. Amina Mutambo, ICU TV News in Lusaka.
Young Africa Zambia has officially launched the Skill to Life Vocational Training Center in Lilai. The center offers practical training in fields like IT, cosmetology, and electrical engineering. The initiative addresses youth unemployment and promotes self-reliance. It also supports national development through skills training and innovation. For more details, in the following report.
The Young Africa Zambia has officially launched a new vocational training center at Skills to Live in Lilai. The initiative aims to equip young people with practical skills for employment, creativity, and innovation, while also addressing the pressing challenges of youth unemployment. The launch attracts stakeholders, partners, and members of the community. In his opening remarks, the board chairperson of Young Africa Zambia, Mr. Jos van Dijk, emphasized that the Skills to Live Center is already making a positive impact just 1 year after its operation.
We all try to instill here and we try to give you hope with a project like Skills to Live, Young Africa Zambia.
Speaking on behalf of the Minister of Technology and Science, Honorable Felix Mutati, the guest of honor, Mrs. Precious M. Lisulo, Director of Vocational Education and Training, describes the launch as a direct investment in people and in the nation's future.
This occasion marks an important milestone in our collective efforts to empower young people.
She highlighted that the celebration was not only about skills development, but also about arts industry, an essential language that unites, uplifts, and inspires communities. Meanwhile, the founder of Young Africa, Mrs. Jotawi, reflected on the organization's 27-year grown into a vibrant network now operating across 10 African countries.
Today, we are celebrating the power of youth. And the power, what happens if you believe in your dreams.
The event concluded with a Skill to Live Arts Festival, where young people showcased their talent in drama, poetry, dance, and music, demonstrating the powerful link between creativity, vocational training, resilience, and healthy living. Beyond the entertainment, the performances have highlighted the untapped potential for Zambians youth and the importance of investing in platforms that nurtures both skills and expressions.
Skills to Lead is not only shaping skills, but building the future and inspiring the next generation. Reporting for ICU TV News, my name is Ruth Nirongo.
Meanwhile, the Ministry of Local Government has launched a new environmental and social risk management curriculum in partnership with the World Bank. The program targets 232 officers from 116 councils to strengthen safeguards in development projects. Miriam Deborah Gamani has more details in the following report.
The Ministry of Local Government and Rural Development, in partnership with the World Bank and higher learning institutions, has launched a pioneering environmental and social risk management curriculum and training program at Chalimbana Local Government Training Institute. The program aims to build national capacity in managing environmental and social risk tied to development projects. A total of 232 officers from 116 local authorities will undergo training under the World Bank-funded Zambia Devolution Support Program. The ESRM curriculum was developed by UNGA, UNILAS, NIPA, and Chalimbana in collaboration with key stakeholders including ZEMA, ZIA, and Ministries of Green Economy, Labor, and Health. World Bank Country Manager Dr. Achim Folk reaffirmed support for establishing dedicated ESRM units and announced plans to digitalize grievance redress system across all 16 councils. The initiative, aligned with the Vision 2030 and the 8th National Development Plan, aims to embed sustainable, people-centered safeguard into Zambia's development process. Miriam Deborah Gamani reporting for ICG TV News in Lusaka.
The Ministry of Mines says the ongoing resolution area of geographical survey will be key to unlocking Zambia's mineral potential by attaching targeted investment and curbing illegal mining. The survey conducted by Excalibur is expected to be completed by mid-2026 and will provide accurate geological data for smarter exploration. The Mines Minister, Paul Kabuswe, says the initiative marks a shift from speculative mining to data-driven investments, allowing for properly negotiated joint ventures and increased production. He also reaffirms the government's commitment to formalizing artisanal and small-scale mining to enhance safety and economic inclusion. Emerald and Semi-Precious Stones Mining Association President Victor Karesha welcomed the move, saying lack of geological data has been a major barrier for small-scale miners. He expressed optimism that the survey will be helpful in terms of resolving long-standing challenges in the sector. We take another break. Stay tuned for international and sports news.
Did you know that mental health conditions are treatable and recovery is possible? Hi, I'm Ngenia Febamoyo. I'm your host on Let's Talk Mental Health. I invite you all to this show where you freely express yourself, and together we find a solution. For more details, you can contact 0777 93 73 92 and we'll be there to help you find solutions to whatever you're going through.
In international news, the United States President Donald Trump is due to unveil his plan for ending Israel's war on Gaza during a meeting with leaders from Saudi Arabia, Qatar, the UAE, Egypt, Jordan, and others on the solidness of the United Nations General Assembly in New York. The plan reportedly includes a phased Israeli withdrawal, deployment of original troops to maintain security, and rebuilding process to begin once conditions allow. Indonesia President Prabowo Subianto is expected to support the initiative by offering peacekeeping forces. Meanwhile, there are indications of the proposal envisions a future role for the Palestinian Authority. Still in international news, world leaders, policymakers, and experts gathered in Russia capital Moscow for the World Public Assembly, a global forum that placed people at the center of the international dialogue. The meeting underscored the urgent need for an economy rooted in human dignity, trust, and values rather than political or financial divides. From the economy of life to the media role in today's so-called cognitive war, participants stressed cross-border partnerships, truthful storytelling, and cultural identity as cornerstones for the lasting development. As discussion sets the stage for future humanitarian initiatives, Miriam Gamani reports from Moscow on the outcomes shaping unity and shared human values.
The World Public Assembly, WPA, held in Moscow, has emphasized the urgent need for a global shift towards a human-centered economy, anchored in trust, values, and meaningful partnerships. Leaders and experts from various countries gather to promote dialogue beyond political and economic divisions, focusing instead on people as the foundation of lasting developments. During a panel on the economy of life, key participants including Swavtoza Daneva, head of the Osnava Construction and Financing Association, highlighted the importance of human dignity in shaping economic systems. Supporting this view, Myanmar's Minister of Finance Kang Zwa and Kuwait's Sheikh Naif Mahana Aladwan stressed the value of cross-border collaboration built on mutual trust and shared interest. In another key session, the WPA addressed the role of media in the global cognitive war, where panelists called for a return to truth, cultural identity, and uplifting narratives. Filmmakers and media professionals urged the industry to promote real heroes, scientific progress, and family values as a way to inspire societies. WPA Secretary General Andrea noted that these discussions are laying the foundation for future humanitarian initiatives and international projects rooted in unity and shared human values. Miriam Deborah Gamani reporting for ICU TV News.
We take another break. Stay tuned for sports news after this.
Did you know that mental health conditions are treatable and recovery is possible? Hi, I'm Ngenia Moyo. I'm your host on Let's Talk Mental Health. I invite you all to this show where you freely express yourself and together we find a solution. For more details, you can contact 0777 93 73 92 and we'll be there to help you find solutions to whatever you're going through.
Welcome back. In sports, Zambia's football star and Copa Queens captain Barbra Banda has been ranked 14th in the prestigious 2025 Women's Ballon d'Or, marking yet another milestone in her remarkable career. This makes her the highest-ranked African female player on the list, further cementing her status as one of the continent's finest talents. Banda, who currently plays for the Orlando Pride in the United States, has had an outstanding season, scoring over 20 goals and providing numerous assists in both club and international competitions. She also played a crucial role in leading Zambia to semi-finals of the 2024 Women's African Cup of Nations and qualifying for the 2024 Olympic Games. Meanwhile, Malawian forward Temwa Chawinga, who plays for Wuhan Jinghan University in China, secured 17th place on the list, a historic achievement for Malawi. The Ballon d'Or rankings reflect global recognition for African women football, with Banda and Chawinga representing the growing influence of Southern Africa on the world stage. That sports item brings us to the end of our main news. But before we go, let's take a quick look at the stories that made headlines. Tasila Lungu faces possible expulsion from Parliament over extended absence. Government targets 16-hour daily power supply for residential areas. ECZ sets April 30th, 2026 as voter eligibility cut-off date. In international news, Trump to present Gaza vision at UNGA meeting with Arab Muslim leaders. And in sports, Copper Queens captain Barbra Banda ranked 14th in 2025 Women's Ballon d'Or. Thank you so much for watching. For more news updates, stay glued to our Facebook page, ICU TV News, and our YouTube channel, as well as our website, icutvzm.com. I am Grace Chipepo. Good evening.